Here we are, and welcome to another hike in the countryside with me and Kips. Today we are in a little village called Ibstone. It dates back to the Anglo-Saxon times. It was originally called Ibstanes, and it means Hibber's boundary stone. So it originally marked the boundary with Oxfordshire, because we are right on the border with Oxfordshire here. Ibstanes, as it was then, was part of the feudal lordship of a nobleman called Tovey, who was a thane of King Edward the Confessor, who was the son of Ethelred the Unready. And Edward the Confessor, who was king of England at the time, died in 1066 and was replaced by Harold Godwinson, and we all know what happened to Harold Godwinson in the year 1066. So our walk today, and it is a beautiful day, is going to basically be a circuit of three little villages. It starts off in Ibstone, it goes to a village called Turville, and then through another village called Fingest, and then back to Ibstone. It's about 7.5 miles, and yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's a little bit hilly, I think, towards the end, which is not the right way round, but there you go. But yes, it is a lovely day. Got plenty of water, and yeah, we've got 7.5 miles to do. Luckily for us, there is a pub about halfway round, which we should be stopping at for some refreshments. And yeah, excited. So that path that you can see there that snakes up to the ridge is the path that we're heading for, the village of Turville, and lunch is just beyond that white windmill that I don't know if you can make out on the ridge. So that windmill is world famous, and I would say played a significant part in all our childhoods. I shall tell you more about that windmill when we get there, but I am very much looking forward to seeing it. So we're now in the village of Turville, or to give it its Anglo-Saxon name, Thryfeld, which means dry field. Turville sounds like it should be French, but it's not, it's Anglo-Saxon. It is a picture postcard village, beautiful old cottages, lovely old church, looks like a Norman church, and lovely buildings. We've just stopped at the pub and had something to a little snack there, a nice cold glass of orange juice and lemonade, and Kip's had a bowl of water. It is like the village that time forgot. Honestly, it's amazing. Nice bit of wood art there. Nice bench carved out of a tree trunk. So what we're going to do... Oh, I was meant to tell you. Turville is famous for a story which happened in 1871. and it was a girl called Ellen Sadler. In 1871, when she was 11 years old, she went to sleep, and she stayed asleep for the next 9 years, allegedly, and then she woke up, and she and the village became quite famous because of it. And this is where she came from. This is the pub where we had lunch. So I think what we're going to do now, Kipper, over here, Kipper, over here. We're going to walk through the village and up the footpath to the windmill that I was telling you about. All we need to do now is find out how you get there. How do you find the footpath? There's the windmill's over there, and the footpath must be back here. Kipper, this way, come on. Come on. The footpath must be back here. The Bull and Butcher. We had some quite nice things on the menu, but the only kind of snack thing was halloumi fries, which I had, which were lovely. Is this the way? Ah, I reckon this could be the way. This could be the way. There's the windmill. So that's where we're going, up there. Right, we've made it up to the top of this side of the valley, up this ridge, and it never occurred to me that you wouldn't actually be able to get to the windmill. I just assumed that it was open access, but it's obviously private because there's fences all around it, but you can see it, and I wonder if you can guess why it's famous. What clues can I give you? Well, look at it first. So, as I said before, it's an integral part of my childhood, and I'm sure lots of other people's as well. It was the home of Caractacus pots, and if, like me, you kind of knew the name Caractacus pots but you couldn't remember how you knew it, then I'll give you another clue by singing a song. Okay, here goes. Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chit chit chitty chitty bang bang, and so on. That is the workshop of Caractacus pots in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, a film made in 1968, and yeah, that's it. Amazing. But unfortunately we can't get closer to it. But Kipper, come on. Yeah, we can't get close to it because I'm assuming that people must live in there, I guess. I wonder if they do mad experiments and make cars that can fly all the way to whatever the country was that they flew to. Yeah, lovely breeze up here, really nice. Anyway, that was Turville. That is the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang windmill, and our next stop is the village of Fingest, where there is a rather beautiful old church I want to show you. Let's go. St Bartholomew's Church in Fingest. It's a unique 12th century Norman church, and it's pretty unique because of the roof. Now that roof is unique because it's one of only two double gable saddleback roofs dating back to the 12th century. Beautiful old church. Now this church has a curious tradition. If you ever get married in this church, the tradition is that the gate, where we came in, the wooden gate, which is that one down that path, is kept locked after the wedding service starts, and the tradition is that the groom has to carry the bride over that locked gate to leave the church to ensure good luck for their future matrimonial bliss. If the groom can't do it, perhaps he's got an injury or the bride is slightly on the more rotund dissuasion, then yes, they have bad luck. That's the tradition. So yeah, you get a good view of the double saddleback roof here. Don't see many churches like that, even in this country. Can you imagine what our American cousins must think when they come here and see something like that? I think it was straight out of Lord of the Rings. So anyway, we're in the village of Fingest, and what's Fingest famous for? I forgot to tell you, Turville is famous for its carrots. It's unofficially known as the carrot capital of England. Don't know why. Yeah, Fingest is just a quaint old Chiltern village, and we were just now walking down our old friend the Chiltern Way, which we haven't been on for quite a long time. But yes, that was our route to get down into the village. Beautiful old cottages. Quite a lot of houses for sale in these villages. I don't know why. I'd love to live somewhere like this. Anyway, we're kind of on the home leg of the journey now. We've got quite a long, probably done about halfway, so probably got about three and a bit miles to go, I'd say. So I think we're going to stop here, have a little rest, have a drink of water, have a Snickers bar, maybe a jelly toto or two, and prepare ourselves for the backward leg of the journey, which is pretty much all uphill, unfortunately. So yes, drinky time for me and the pooch. Yeah, panty boy. So we've taken a slight unintentional diversion. We're heading back to the correct route now. I just wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see, this thing doesn't have a zoom, but I don't know if you can make out that building in amongst the trees there. That is Ibstone House, which is owned by Ariadne Getty Williams, who is the daughter of Sir Paul Getty, the oil tycoon. So yes, Ibstone house, tucked away in the middle of a 79-acre estate. Oh blimey, she did alright, didn't she? Nod off. I think Poochums is tuckered out. Certainly must be the hottest part of the day. Luckily, we're in this little wooded bit with some nice shade, so it's rather nice in here. But a little while back we had to cross a field and it was like a furnace. It was hot. H-O-T hot. We're about a mile and a half from home now, well, from the car. Yeah, looking forward to getting back and sitting down. It's been very enjoyable. A little bit tough because of the heat, but we brought plenty of water, so we don't have any problem with water. Not sure really there's too much else to see on the rest of the walk. I don't know if we'll see any more villages other than Ibstone. I don't think we will. So yeah, if there's anything else of note, I will turn the camera back on, but at the moment it's just pathways through the woods and trying to avoid being stung on the old legumes by the stingers. Poochums doesn't have that problem. He's immune. So we've made it back to Ibstone Common. Quite a steep little schlep to the top at the end, but mostly undercover, so it wasn't too bad. Most enjoyable walk. Hard work in places, but it was very good. Beautiful views, amazing little villages, just quintessential English Chiltern views, absolutely gorgeous. Car was very hot, opened all the windows. Kipper's going to be snoozing on the way back, yeah, an end to a delightful walk.